the weak and lazy don't maximize automation. Look, automation is the name of the game. Automation removes all the extra steps that you may have to do or a member of your team may have to do. And so one of the things that I love to do is what I call your brain map. Now, this is your project management software. Now, inside of your project management software, you want everything. So your SOP library, your content plan, and I'm not going to put everything up here. I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas. Your team onboarding, and then I'll even put maybe your client on board. Now, when you map out and get out of your head and onto your project management software, every system, every process, exactly how it's done, step by step by step. Now, I totally understand that it's tedious, it's mind-numbing work. However, when you do it, it never has to be done again. Now, as an investor, as someone who has bought businesses, I can tell you one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I bought my very first business is I didn't understand the importance of everything being inside of your project management software. So I knew that you had to have systems, processes, and a great team. And this business was already making money, right? It's $250,000 a year business. Now, that's not a huge business, but at the time for me, that was a huge deal buying my first business. No one that I had ever known in my life had ever bought a business before. But because I didn't understand the importance of getting everything out of the business owner's head and documented in some form of software somewhere, when the business owner officially handed everything over to me and they went away, everything that they had in their head went away with them. So now, fortunately, we were able to negotiate 2 weeks of training. And in that 2 weeks, I did everything that I could to ask all the questions that I could possibly think to ask to get out of his head and onto paper. Because there were things that were happening that I didn't have the answer to because he didn't have proper documentation. I inherited this business. Well, I didn't inherit it. I actually bought it. I took over this business that didn't have proper documentation and we struggled. It was like building the plane as we were falling out of the sky. However, if you go back and make sure that your business is properly documented, if you get ready to sell your business, if you get ready to succeed your business to a family member or anyone, they can step into your business and completely take over and run without you needing to be involved. What if one day you got hit by a bus? And I always give my wife this example. If one day I'm hit by a bus and I'm killed, she's the next person up. She has to be able to step into the business and at least hold the business together until she can find someone to come in and replace me. They don't have to be exactly like me. However, they can be cloned and be an image of me if you have the proper documentation. Now, a lot of business owners, they run from operations, but you don't fully have a successful business until you have successful operations. And having your brain mapped out is what allows you to create this continuity. It allows you to identify where the gaps are in our business. Where are we leaking leads? Where are we leaking money? Where are the redundant processes within our business? What are the things that are done over and over again that are likely causing additional steps, which means that our clients are having to take extra steps in order to get the results that we want. And we might be adding an extra 2 weeks or 3 weeks onto the entire process because we have too many steps. Now, in all of your brain mapping out, you want to make sure that as many pieces of it can be as automated as possible. I'm always going to recommend that you automate as many things as possible because you want to work less so that you can profit more. The name of the game is not to work in your business and work 12 or even 18 hours every single day. You become a slave to your business when you do that. But if you go in and you implement simple operations where everything is documented, you hand it over to competent team members who are all A players, they can take what you've been able to create, put their 2% of magic sauce onto it, and it takes off and your business goes to the next level. You also take everything and you automate it. Listen, you can automate your processes from your CRM software back to your project management tools. You can also automate your lead generation from Facebook into your CRM software. When you have proper automation set up into your business operations, this is what allows you to buy back your time. It's what gives you the freedom. Look, the goal isn't to make a ton of money. The goal is to create freedom. The money is the tool that allows you to be able to create leverage. You're then able to leverage softwares, automations, and the talent of others so that you can accelerate your results. Again, I totally understand that it's not sexy. I totally understand it's not the piece of the business that you started a business for. You just want to be great in your zone of genius. If you are responsible as the CFO, if you are the chief technology officer, even if you are the chief marketing officer, you have the responsibility of ensuring that your department within your business is properly mapped out of your head and into your software. Then you want to make sure, as I always say, at least 95% of your operations are automated. The other 5%, this is what you're going to delegate. Listen, we don't just delegate to get things off of our plate, because if we're just delegating to get things off of our plate, guess what? Those same tasks are going to boomerang back to you. When we document our entire processes and that 5% of delegation goes out to a team member, we want to delegate for results. We want that team member to be able to take what's in our head that's now documented. They go out and they now own and take full responsibility of ensuring that we get the result and the outcome that we ultimately want within the business. But you will always be stunted or be limited by your operations. If you don't level up your leadership lid and document your processes, automate as many pieces as you possibly can, and then hire competent team members. And guess what? I'm going to let you in on a little secret here real quick. Once you hire those competent team members, get the hell out of their way. You hired them for a reason. I hate a micromanager. I remember when I was in the military, and I used to have this supervisor. Now, I loved his enthusiasm. I loved his passion. I loved his desire to help us grow and become better. But what I did not love is every 5 minutes he was coming by saying, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? Hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? If you have to micromanage every member of your team, you're still in the weeds and you didn't hire competent people. So I like to make sure that everyone on my team has everything that they need to be successful. Like I'll always tell our team members, look, we probably have everything that we need to be successful. I may not know exactly where it is right now, and I probably don't know how to even use it. But if you say, hey, we need this, I'll show you where it could possibly be. You go get it and let's make it happen. If we don't already own or possess that particular tool or resource, that means I have to go out and buy it, get it to my team members so that they can be successful in their role. But none of that isn't possible if you don't originally document everything in your process, automate 95% of it. I'm going to make sure some people are visuals and they need to see it written out. Automate 95% of it, delegate the other 5% so that you can get the outcomes and the results specifically that you want. And then now you have consistent lead flow, you have consistent sales, you have consistent delivery of results that you promise to your clients, and you have consistent and repeat referrals in business and upsells, cross sales, down sales coming into your business without you being involved in every step of the process. This is going to give you your time back so that you can go and take vacations with your family, so you can be present with your kids and at their extracurricular activities, so you can spend more time with your grandkids or better support aging family members or even financially support your church or your favorite charity. Whatever it is that you want to do, you don't have to continue to shoot from the hip, and you don't have to continue to be the bottleneck in your business, because everything has to come back to you because you refuse to sit down and do the proper documentation of your operations, or even ensuring that 95% of it is automated. If you know right now that your business is stuck and it's plateaued and it can't go to a higher level because you haven't taken the time to have a specialist or an expert come into your business to assist you with this, and you know that you're limited in the impact and the income that you can make because of this, it's time for you to get the proper support. And I'd love to be your support and your guide and your mentor on this journey to help you have a breakthrough and go to your next level. If that's what you want, click the link down in the description, schedule a call, and we'd love to serve you.